What's up, guys? Here we go again. James, Simply Savage Reactions. Got a couple of, actually a few requests to react to Heart Attack off his new album. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get right into it, man. All right, guys, here we go. Heartbeat.
Knife crime is at a near record high, with more than 40 blade offences every day in London.
The youth club in South London, not far from where someone was stabbed less than 24 hours ago. He outlined a direct link between violent crimes, social exclusion and austerity. A study by City Hall found that London has seen an increase of 71% in victims of serious youth violence since 2012.
71% increase in victims of youth violence since 2012. 71%. Wow. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't like guns like outlawed in the UK? So there's a lot more stabbings than there are shootings.
The mayor says this is linked to an increase in poverty, with the highest rates of violence taking place in some of the poorest boroughs.
I bet them boys think I'm panicking. Check what my young G's are carrying. It's blade same length as a javelin. I don't know about B-ball, what's happening, but know that it's fucked if he's traveling and we see him.
I don't know about B-ball, but know it, we're screwed up if he's traveling or if we see him. Who's he talking about? Then he said his knife's the same size as a javelin. He's got a samurai sword.
I don't know about B-ball, what's happening, but know that it's fucked if he's traveling and we see him. I can't lie, I was depressed at phases. I was 19 when the team nearly left him faceless, hoping that we never left no traces. You know when you're so damn tired in your house, but you can't sleep cause you got pending cases. I used to love tempting fate, but now it's tempting faces. For half my career I was part of that. My best friend got a burner and it's looking like an artifact. Put it in your...
For half his career he was part of that. So he was still in the streets when he started rapping for a few years, apparently. How old is Dave? But then he said his best friend got a burner phone and it's looking like an artifact. I guess because he uses it so much. People are calling him so much. Drug dealing.
Half my career I was part of that. My best friend got a burner and it's looking like an artifact. Put it in your puffer or your Prada hat. Like fuck panic, that's a heart attack. Yeah, it's like life's so fucked in the time that we're in. We're fighting the world and we're fighting within. Somali.
He's fighting the world. They're fighting the world and they're fighting within. I'm assuming he's talking about, you know, African Americans, all the racism going on these days, and people getting caught on camera being racist or killing unarmed blacks. But then he says we're fighting, so they're fighting the world and they're fighting each other.
Dad ran fucked in the time that we're in. We're fighting the world and we're fighting within. Somali dad ran away from a war, now his son's in a war. That's the cycle we're in. I know niggas.
So a Somali dad ran away from Somalia to get away from the war, to provide, you know, bring his kids up and himself in a better place. Son grows up, gets in the gang, and the cycle's renewed. He's in a war himself. So it was pointless. It was in vain.
Somali dad ran away from a war, now his son's in a war. That's the cycle we're in. I know niggas that didn't do time in a bin, that have never had freedom of mind. Are you sick? Round here main way to provide for your kin is in a flip blade, little push bike and a sim. In London, a place where it's...
Around here, the only way to provide for your family is drug dealing or robbing. Flick blade, a push bike, I think that's what he said, and a sim. I'm guessing he's referring to a SIM card, like a burner phone.
To provide for your kin is in a flip blade, little push bike and a sim. In London, a place where it's nicer to live is only 5 minutes out from the guys on the strip. When man made yay work, heard he a soldier. I know that nigga hasn't got balls like Grey Worm. As I grow older, change.
He hasn't got balls like Grey Worm. Game of Thrones. I believe Grey Worm was a guy. They cut their testicles off so that like they would only think about fighting, not women and shit like that.
Heard he a soldier, I know that nigga hasn't got balls like Grey Worm. As I grow older, change of perspective. I gotta stay loyal to my girl, that's the trait she was blessed with. Restaurants, raves with my brethrens. Life's too short, so
Is he talking about his, when he says his girl, is he talking about his girlfriend, or is he talking about, does he have a daughter? He said that's the trait she was blessed with.
we gotta turn up. Man, talk on my thing for the gram, it's intrusive. I never really thought about taking a life till I found out my ex-girl's dad is abusive. I felt, how could I be a man and not do shit? I'm on the way there now and I don't wanna lose it, but fighting her battles only hurting a girl. How can I protect her from the world when I couldn't even protect her from myself? On my grandmother's grave, shit happens again. I put a knife for a family friend. Most of the women that I...
All right, so he thought the only time he thought about taking a life is when his ex-girlfriend found out his ex-girlfriend's dad was abusing her. And he said, if it happens again, he's putting a knife through a family friend. This is one of those very, very, very deep songs, man. He's letting a lot out on this song.
On my grandmother's grave, shit happens again. I put a knife for a family friend. Most of the women that I know had shit happened to them. So innocent till guilty ain't something that I have to respect. I think back to my youth and I was so ungrateful. How many of our parents had dreams they abandoned so they could put food on the table? Intelligent, worthy and able to somebody's parent.
Wow. He's got this experience from his mom, I guess. I don't know much about his mom, but apparently she struggled a lot. She put her dreams and hopes and wishes on hold so that she could provide for her kids. A lot of parents are doing that.
Food on the table, intelligent, worthy and able to somebody's parent. You know? And that affected the way that I see shit. Nightclub toilet. You peed on the seat because you don't know how it feels when your mum's got a clean shit. And her boss...
Wow. Nightclub toilet. You pissed all over the seat. Because you don't know what it's like for your mom to bend down and clean that piss off that toilet seat.
Club toilet. You peed on the seat because you don't know how it feels when your mum's got a clean shit.
Wow.
And her boss treats her like she don't even mean shit. And she gotta wait for the bus in the rain and it's freezing. The miss said that you won't ever be shit. And you don't wanna cry about dad, but you need him. I grew up so fucked, but I didn't even deep it. I'm numb to the feeling of grieving. A man getting birded. African mums on the floor just screaming. It's mad car, try so hard. Death's gotta be...
He's painting a picture here, dude. He is painting a verbal picture.
African mums on the floor just screaming. It's mad car, try so hard. Death's gotta be easy, cause life's so hard. I was 12 wishing that I was a white man.
Death's gotta be easy, cause life is hard. Shout out to 50 Cent. Get rich or die trying.
Try so hard, death's gotta be easy, cause life's so hard. I was 12 wishing that I was a white man. Hard if I was, then he probably wouldn't. Life man's dogs. I was dead broke, fam, I couldn't swipe.
He said when he was a kid, he wished he was white. Then he said if maybe if he was, they wouldn't have sent his friends to prison for life.
White man hard if I was, then he probably wouldn't. Life man's dogs. I was dead broke, fam, I couldn't swipe man's card. And time might pass, but I still gotta stay with it. It wasn't his beef, but I see him try claiming it. That's why he caught a bullet with another man's name on it. Now we can't do leg day or put strain on it. Every time you hear me freestyle, put pain in it. I used to wonder, does God have favorites? Touch me, it's dangerous. I wouldn't play with it, cause you can go sleep and have a different type of wake for it. I miss my dog.
You touch him, you can go to sleep. You can die. You ain't gonna wake up. You're gonna have a wake.
It's dangerous. I wouldn't play with it, cause you can go sleep and have a different type of wake for it. I miss my dogs. Unstable, you violate Kristen Raw, turn Chris Benoit. Have him hit from far.
Who's Chris? You violate Chris. I think Chris turned Raw. Like Chris Benoit, who was the wrestler. He snapped and killed his whole family. I think his son, his daughter, his wife, and then committed suicide. So in other words, you touch him, he's gonna go crazy on your ass. Chris. Who's Chris?
Dogs, unstable, you violate Kristen Raw, turn Chris Benoit. Have him hit from far now, fill him up with bricks and glass. Now my young G's will grip them blast. Have you tried in the street? Fuck finding my feet. I could ride, but it's better when I'm riding a beat. My emotions are peak, it ain't a sign of...
He's saying he could ride, he could get back in street life, but it's better for him and actually the people around him if he continues the hip hop, stays out of the streets. Because he can provide for himself, his family, and his friends a whole lot better. And legally.
Finding my feet, I could ride, but it's better when I'm riding a beat. My emotions are peak, it ain't a sign of defeat or the weak. I would have seen chewed and cried in my sleep. Dropped just 2 racks and told him buy the machine. I'm LeBron in Miami, I provide for the heat. God strike me if I'm...
Gave his friend $2,000. Said buy the machine gun. He's like LeBron in Miami. He provides the heat. Okay, as in the weapons and Miami Heat.
2 racks and told him buy the machine. I'm LeBron in Miami, I provide for the heat. God strike me if I'm lying, I ain't crying in this beef unless the tears coming tatted on the side of my cheek. I provide for my...
The only way he's crying is if somebody loses their life and he puts a tattoo of a tear on his cheek.
Me if I'm lying, I ain't crying in this beef unless the tears coming tatted on the side of my cheek. I provide for my peeps, the lamb white in the seat. So I'm literally a wolf, disguised in a sheep. You have 5-figure dreams.
The lamb white in the seats. The Lamborghini, I guess. The Lambo's white in the seats. So it's like I'm a wolf in the sheep. Okay, the lamb, sheep. Okay, I got you.
My peeps, the lamb white in the seat. So I'm literally a wolf, disguised in a sheep. You have 5-figure dreams, I have 5-figure sleep. 5 hours more than enough time that I need. Man, want a fair fight, but I ain't...
Pause again. You have 5-figure dreams. I have 5-figure sleep. But it's 5 more hours than I need. I think he's saying he don't need no sleep. He don't sleep. He don't need it.
Dreams, I have 5-figure sleep, 5 hours more than enough time that I need. Man, want a fair fight, but I ain't on it when we see him. Fuck honor, this revolver is onomatopoeic. Let it stutter when you see him.
Onomatopoeia, like making the noise that sounds like the thing that's happening. He said he ain't worried about a fair fight. He's fucking you up, whether it's no matter what it takes. Fuck honor. His revolver's onomatopoeic. I'm laughing, man, but this is a very serious song. This is really this is not a song to be, you know, it's not a humorous song. So
when you see him, free scales, free seeing, free my niggas till I see him. I wouldn't wanna be him. My OG's roaming, I don't need a coliseum. You see it?
What did he say?
I wouldn't wanna be him. My OG's roaming, I don't need a coliseum.
My OG's roaming, like they're roaming around and Rome. I don't need a coliseum. They're roaming. I don't need to call to see them. I don't need to call to see them. I don't need a coliseum. Coliseum, Romans, gladiators, they fought in the Coliseum.
Free my niggas till I see him. I wouldn't wanna be him. My OG's roaming, I don't need a coliseum. You see it? So I'm playing it good. Let hood politics stay in the hood. Fuck the internet. You see this new generation, they're insta beefing, and I ain't into speaking. When I ducked down, I had him running in a lift like he missed a meeting. There's no good reason.
I had him running in a lift like he missed a meeting. Do they have Lyft over there? L-Y-F-T, Lyft, like Uber? Had him running in a lift like he missed a meeting, and also running in a lift like he's running to the elevator trying to get up to the floor that the meeting's on.
When I ducked down, I had him running in a lift like he missed a meeting. There's no good reason to risk your freedom. The youths them snitching and bitches sneaking. She don't want to talk about friendship, she just want to deal with a pipe like I'm fixing leaking. And sleep with a legend like...
She just want to deal with the pipe like I'm fixing leaking. Like, All right, yeah, I hope y'all get that. Laying pipe. She want to deal with the pipe. Like, all right, I ain't gonna say that one.
About friendship, she just wanna deal with a pipe like I'm fixing leaking. And sleep with a legend like Chrissy Teigen. Where I'm from, the word life
John Legend, Chrissy Teigen.
has a different meaning. Man, smile in your face, but them niggas scheming. Try involve me in a flaky dealing. Sistine Chapel, I'ma paint the ceiling. I've been violated.
He's gonna paint the ceiling with your blood and guts and brains. Sistine Chapel's got all that artwork, the paintings on the ceiling.
Involve me in a flaky dealing. Sistine Chapel, I'ma paint the ceiling. I've been violated and I hate the feeling. That's why nowadays man hates the preaching. We smile in a visit cause we ain't defeated. The Supreme Court, so my mates appealing. I can't breathe that girl, that's torture.
When he goes to see his friends, they're not down and out because they're gonna appeal their case with the Supreme Court.
We ain't defeated. The Supreme Court, so my mates appealing. I can't breathe that girl, that's torture. South London is just slags in a corner and influencers trying to bag them a baller. She a gold digger, I can tell from her aura. A social say princess, she a pauper. When it's time for it, need more for my daughter.
Her socials say she's a princess, but she's a pauper. Like she portrays she's living this amazing life. She's rich and got all this, you know, all these fancy things online, but she's really poor as hell. And she's got it's just, people lie on social media. People lie.
My aura, a social say princess, she a pauper. When it's time for it, need more for my daughter. Call me a talker.
Okay, so he does have a daughter. So was he talking about his daughter in the line before, saying she was blessed with the trait of his loyalty? Or was he talking about a girlfriend?
You say princess, she a pauper. When it's time for it, need more for my daughter. Call me a talker, but man, I get in line like lambs in a slaughter. It's life threatening and I could tell from the borer. Cut through a nigga like a knife through flora. Feds got the guys on a case and they stalk.
What is flora? Cut through somebody like a knife through flora. I gotta look that up.
Borer. Cut through a nigga like a knife through flora. Feds got the guys on a case and they stalk us. It's a conspiracy like tinfoil hats in a new world order. Touch me, you better have a life insurer. Bloodthirsty, I got sharks in the water. And trust me, I know a killer well, no orca.
Trust me, I know a killer well, like a orca. And trust me, I know a killer well, W-E-L-L. I know him good.
I got sharks in the water, and trust me, I know a killer well, no orca.
And that tied into the line before. He's bloodthirsty. He's got sharks in the water. Trust me, I know a killer well, no orca.
Got sharks in the water, and trust me, I know a killer well, no orca. Have you ever seen a nightmare brought to life? Where I'm from, you get chefed on a normal night. Man, talk on my name, but it's porcupines. I really put it in a prick like a porcupine. Little bro,
I really put it in a prick like a porcupine. Porcupine's got pricks. I put it in a prick. He'll stab a prick. He'll stab a dude like a porcupine. What? You said something about porcupines?
Talk on my name, but it's porcupines. I really put it in a prick like a porcupine.
Porcupines? Explain to me what that is.
Little bro wanna save for 45. Go board a flight. There's more to life. Utes on the M6 all the time. We don't need.
All right, so he's saying, little bro, the young guys are saving for a gun. He's trying to, you know, let them know there's more to life than the bullshit that he's trying to get into. Go board a flight. Take the money and board a flight to somewhere nicer.
Go board a flight. There's more to life. Utes on the M6 all the time. We don't need TFL for a northern line. All the best politicians been taught to lie. Where do they buy cocaine when they're snorting white? Are their dealers safe or on the borderline? It's ironic cause we don't know where to draw the line. Men see Blue Story, they're mortified. Men see Scarface and it's glorified. Cause when you're black, everything gets scrutinized. That's why they call it urban, it gets euphemized. South London.
Wow. I've never thought about that. I haven't seen that movie, Blue Story. I know it's like a UK movie, but wow. Said they see Blue Story and they're mortified, but they see Scarface, who have lighter skin, and it's glorified. And then he said anything urban, it's just a euphemism for black and ghetto and, you know, all the other stereotypes that African Americans are plagued with. Wow.
Everything gets scrutinized. That's why they call it urban. It gets euphemized. South London, man, are getting euthanized. I see a youth's demise. I wasn't too surprised. He got soaked, but his right hand scuba dive. Don't die by a sword.
I seen a youth's demised. I wasn't surprised. He got soaked, but his right hand scuba dived. So as he was getting shot, his right hand man took off.
I wasn't too surprised. He got soaked, but his right hand scuba dive. Don't die by a sword that you used to shine. You can drown for your king. You don't know about Ophelia, cause we got iron. I don't know about anemia.
Ophelia. I believe he's talking about Hamlet and Shakespeare there. Where she drowned in that story, I believe. I'm not sure on that.
You can drown for your king. You don't know about Ophelia, cause we got iron. I don't know about anemia. I took the hard road.
Because we got iron. I don't know about anemia. Anemia is like a blood like a blood disease, I believe, where you have iron deficiency in your blood. But he's talking about iron like either a knife or a gun, some type of weapon.
You don't know about Ophelia, cause we got iron. I don't know about anemia, I took the hard road. We don't know about the easier. One bag of whores and drug paraphernalia. When ends got sticky, had a flicky with Amelia. I mean Olivia, this ain't Libya, this ain't Syria. You act sillier, we let it seep in your skin like Nivea. Who wants to be a
Nivea lotions and skin, you know, creams and stuff seep in your skin.
Syria, you act sillier, we let it seep in your skin like Nivea. Who wants to be a millionaire? I won it, never done a game show or trivia.
He made it. He won $1 million and he didn't have to go on the game show. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And he done went a cappella. He dropped the beat, said, I don't need a beat, fuck the beat. He is letting it all out on this song, man. Wow.
Nivea, who wants to be a millionaire? I won it, never done a game show or trivia. I done Wandsworth, Elstoke Visitor. I done Spring Hill, Grendon, Swinfen, Whitemore, Swellside, Brixton Visitor. I done M-Way trips, done shit that I wish I never did because I could have been a prisoner. Is this the shit that appeals to the listeners? Road ain't no amazing life. The end's full of snakes and jails, just a waste of time. I told my young G's, take your time. Fuck jazz, you could really see a major 9. Yo, I'm so ashamed of how I used to get figures. Man, sell you a dream like the road things lit and then they leave out the parts where you're burying your niggas or in jail, wondering who's putting dick inside your missus. I'm so...
He is pissed. He is pissed. He's trying to tell the younger kids, younger generation that people are gonna say this dream like, yeah, you're gonna have money, cars, you know, all the girls, you know, get with us, you know, sell these drugs, you're gonna have all this, but they don't tell you the bad part, man. They don't tell you about the going to jail, going to prison, your friends dying, when you're in prison, your girl cheating on you, sometimes, you know, your same friends, you know, screwing your girl. He is pissed off, man. He's on a mission. Dave is on a mission, man.
And then they leave out the parts where you're burying your niggas or in jail, wondering who's putting dick inside your missus. I'm so fucking determined. I was in intensive care when I was born. Mummy fell down the stairs. Whether I was gonna live or not was something uncertain. I used the word fell with the commas inverted. You see, growing up, I had it.
Oh, he was in intensive care when he was born because Mama fell down the stairs. Didn't know if he was gonna make it or not. But that was the old excuse. I fell down the stairs. Somebody beat the hell out of his mama. I'm assuming his dad. Somebody abused her. And it messed with her pregnancy. I guess he was born early. He was in intensive care. Wow.
Not was something uncertain. I used the word fell with the commas inverted. You see, growing up I had it far from perfect, but nobody did, so I'm a normal person. I gotta be grateful. We all have demons and all see angels, or maybe it's me. A black youth's more than a face on a screen, a number on a laptop or name on a sheet. We got stories to tell and got places to be. From a heart, that's the making of me.
You know who Dave reminds me of, man, with his the way he's willing to stand up for his people, man. He reminds me of Tupac. Not his rapping style, not the way he carries himself, but the way he's standing up for his people, man. Like,
stories to tell and got places to be. From a heart, that's the making of me.
damn.
I was selling, look, I was selling tomatoes. I sat, my leg hurts. I struggled selling tomatoes. I sat, my leg hurts. I struggled because I didn't want to suffer again. I just wanted, it just made me so upset. Three times I tried to call me. I went to nobody, they sent me back. It just made me so upset. Three times I tried to call me. I went to nobody, they sent me back. I tried so much. He has not seen anything, yes. I was in detention camp for months and years. I didn't give up. I was not even 20 when I left Africa. I was determined to survive. I was determined to succeed. I didn't know anybody. Nobody was ready to help me. Even when you were born, you were 6 weeks old. This one is not even Africa. It's this nation. I was on the street for 3 years. I had 3 babies in my hands. Nobody let me in. Nobody in this nation. I couldn't pay my rent. They bought it. Bastards got it.
I can barely understand that, man, because the pianos in the background, the music's so loud. But it sounds like it's a woman saying I think she said she had 3 kids. I heard that I think at the beginning she said she had to sell tomatoes on the street. She was struggling, like she had 3 kids. She come from Africa and like nobody wanted to help her. Nobody let her in. Like, that's sad, man. I need to hear. I wish I could hear it. I can only hear bits and pieces of it.
I couldn't pay my rent. They bought it.
That was rough. That was rough. I gotta go back and I don't know if I can find the lyrics of this song because there's a few things I'm sure I didn't catch, but I really want to hear the end. That lady pouring her heart out. I want to know what she said. I couldn't catch it all. I don't have much to say about like that song. I mean, it was just deep. It was really, really deep. He did have some bars in there, but it was mostly like everything coming from his heart. It sounded like he wasn't worried about, you know, like it being the best, you know, rap song as far as bars and metaphors and entendres and stuff like that. He was pouring his heart out, man. He said he was determined. He's on a mission. If you liked it, hit the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't. Hit me up on Twitter. It's simply savage_1. I appreciate it, guys. I'm out.